Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Liz here. Today we are going to be making a one-page wonder, one of my favorite projects to make. You'll be making these two pieces with one sheet of paper. I'm going to show you what I made and then I'll show you how to put one together. Of course, grab your stash to add ephemera, pockets, embellishments, that whole thing. So the first thing we're going to make is this little flip up pocket. It's really obviously very easy, but that is one of the pieces that you can make with this 12 by 12. And I just added some additional pockets and like that belly band there for, just making it a little different. And then this one has a few flips and pockets, etc. as well. I'm also going to show you different ways that you can attach it to, give it a different look, and then just add different ways to tuck things in or do flip outs, that sort of thing. So the first on the cover here, you see that there's a flip out. Of course, I've added some pockets and additional pieces for tucking things in, as you can see here. And then the other bits of paper that we have from the 12 by 12, you'll end up making some pockets on the inside as well. So we've got a little tuck that I added just again using my stash. You've got your back pocket here on the front, and then you flip it open and you have additional areas for pockets and that sort of thing. So I'll show you different ways, like I said, to add these pieces in the little folio here to make it a little different. I did use some pieces from your creative studio. I actually have a coupon code for you right now. It is Liz the Paper Project, and you get 10% off your purchase. So I will link that below. I'm so happy that they've added that discount code for you. And I love your creative studio. So I've used that. And of course, I've used a lot of Tim Holtz as well. The paper I used to make this is a Tim Holtz double-sided paper, and I am going to show you in the video how to make this with single-sided, because many of us have that. But then of course you can just see the different ways that we'll put it together. I will have links to everything I've shown you in the description box below. And here I'm just showing you that these pieces can either be added to a journal page, and depending on how you glue it on your page, you can have other additional tuck spots. Or, of course, you can send these in snail mail and load them with ephemera for your friends. All right, so let's get started. This is so fun and easy to make. I'm sure you'll start making them right away. So the first thing you need is your 12 by 12 paper. And I'm using a pattern that's not necessarily too directional, but I'm going to try and keep the direction of it how I need it. So you'll first cut it at 8 inches. Okay, and your leftover piece here, the longer piece here, is 12 by 4. And I again am looking at my direction. And now you don't really need to score, but I will show you the score lines just in case, because you could just flip this one and and make the pocket whatever size you want, and make your top flap whatever size you want. So here I'm just scoring at 2 3/4, and then I'll score at 8. And this is going to make my pocket and my flip up. Now, of course, if you want to add additional paper to the inside, like the white section, then you do that before you glue your pocket down. But if you are okay sending it, just with the white paper on the inside, then you could just go ahead and glue it on 2 sides. There's your pocket. And again, I'm just going to show you the one I made so you can see the different things I added to it. So I added a little, sort of like a little pull-up tab, but that was part of the belly band that I added to the inside. And then, of course, the front, I added the little tuck spot. So you can see that you can get very creative with how many things you want to add to the front, and you can embellish it to send it flat or, give it a little bit more dimension. Now you're left with this piece that is 8 by 12. Okay, so you put it on the 12-inch side, and then you're going to be cutting at 6 1/2 and at 8 3/4. Okay, so this is what you're left with, 3 pieces. All right, so you're going to take your largest piece, and this becomes, of course, our little folio. I'm just looking at my direction, and I'm just scoring here at 4, so basically in half, to make my little folio here, or little booklet. Now, of course, I didn't really take the time to measure these properly, so I might have a little bit, off. But here's your next sheet here, or a little piece that's the score is at 4 again, and you'll be scoring this one at 4. So basically your 3 pieces that you're left with on the 8-inch side, you're scoring them all at 4. And make sure your score lines are nice and crisp here. So we'll take this first small piece, and this is how I'm going to show you the different ways you can add it. So if you keep them together and don't cut them in half, you can add a tuck spot anywhere on your little folio. It could be on the right side, it could be on the left side. And if you glue it this way, you've got your tuck on the back, and then you have a flip up. So this is if you keep your pieces together. All right, so you could add more things in there to embellish. You could turn it this way and have your pocket here, and then you still have that flip. So you could add more things to that flip out. And of course you can turn it over the other way, and you know, you've got your flip out on that side. Now I opted to cut it in half. And this is how, of course, I got my side tuck here on the left and my pocket here on the right. So you can see there's so much you can do with just a few pieces of paper. It really depends on how you glue them down. All right, so then we've got our leftover larger piece. And this is your fold out for the front. And it's about the same thing, except it really depends on how you add it. So I'm trying to find the best folded side here. I realized I didn't fold this properly or cut it properly, one or the other. I think I'll fix it a little bit later before I put it together. I'm not putting it together now because I do want to add paper to the white side, so it's not just blank on the inside. So I'm just showing you if you add 3 glue to the 3 sections, there's your pocket. The other way you can make it, of course, is open it up, fold it up the other way. And so then you would have a tuck spot on the front if you glue it on 2 sides, and then you've got a flip up as well. So you would have your tuck spot here instead of the way that I showed you originally. And equally, you can cut in half and add a pocket to the front, a pocket to the back, however you want to do it. But I thought this looked really neat because you've got a little flip out that you're not expecting. You can embellish it however you want. And of course, add as much ephemera as you're interested in. So that's it, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you make some. Don't forget to tag me if you do. I would love to see what you've been inspired to make. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because that's the only way I know you liked the video, and I'll make more. Check out my playlist of one-page wonder projects. I have many. And don't forget to click that link below for your discount code if you're interested in anything from your creative studio. Thanks so much for stopping by.